Yo, what's up, peeps? It's your boy DK, aka Smoothie Kid. Hope all is well out there, man. Coming at you live in effect. Got some great news for you, man, for sure. I don't know if you heard about the Genius Act that just got passed about a week ago. That is great news for anybody that's in the crypto market, anybody trying to get into the crypto market, anybody that's been holding cryptos, man. It's a new day, right? Especially if SRP actually wins this lawsuit where they are go from being classified as a security to being classified as a commodity is a huge win. If you haven't been aware, XRP has kind of been like the crypto that has been taking the sacrifice for really the whole industry, right? When it comes to as a whole in the crypto industry, they have been the one crypto that has been taking the beating for everybody. So if SRP ends up coming out on the winning side of this lawsuit, huge man, and got the deregulation, you can kind of say with what this administration is doing or trying to sign into law, which is just kind of in a sense just continue to open the floodgates for us, the everyday people, everyday worker, where we can have that opportunity to really, really make some good money off of these investments, right? You have to compare it to the stock market, which has been out for 100 years, right? That generation was able to reap the benefits of it by getting into it early, where now we um in a whole new regime, and it's our turn, right? This is the biggest transfer of wealth you and I have seen in our lifetime. And it's taking place right now. It's taking place digitally, right? I remember a few years ago we was talking about the Fed bank, the central banks, all these people creating their own digital currency against the dollar, and a lot of people like, oh, just conspiracy theory, woo, out the band. I remember when people were talking about Bitcoin when it was around 10 grand, 5 grand, and people was like, ah, it ain't going this, that, it's a scam, woo, wop. 5 years later, we got Bitcoin at 100 grand. Need I say more? So what you got with all these new currencies hitting the market, with the United States adopting the new currencies that's hitting the market, making it more accessible, making it more acceptable. That presents opportunities for us to take advantage of when it comes to this crypto game. And if you've been following me, I've been talking about XRP, I've been talking about Bitcoin, I've been talking about Dogecoin for a minute now, and it's still early in my opinion, especially with us watching Bitcoin be at almost 120,000 right now. You look to your right, you see the ticker is at 118 grand. So just to see Bitcoin where it's at 5 years later. So think about where it could be in another 5 years, right? And you don't have to just invest in Bitcoins. There's hundreds of other cryptos that you can get into. Bitcoin is just what we call the benchmark, right? It is the one who, in a sense, is the groundbreaker, right? It is the brain behind all of everything that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to this crypto industry. So even if Bitcoin is out of your price range, you got other cryptos that you can get into that's way cheaper than Bitcoin. For instance, XRP right now, top three coin, top five coins, $3.50. And you got plenty of other coins that's just as cheap as XRP, even cheaper. Some a little bit more expensive than $3, $100, $200, whatever you can fit into your budget. Do your due diligence and get into this game. This website that you see on your screen called CoinGecko is the perfect website to do your own research. Like I always tell you, you don't have to take my word for it. Do your own research. You can go to CoinGecko and it's gonna give you a list of every cryptocurrency that's ever been created, that's out on the block, that's still on the blockchain, that not on the blockchain, what blockchain you can go, what broker you can use to go and purchase it, who created the coin, all time lows, all time highs. You got access to all of this. Not my information. This is public information. So them putting you on game when it comes to what you can do on your own. I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just trying to put you, like, give you a little boost up the ladder. You got to climb that joint yourself. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's a beautiful day. If you're a trader, if you're an investor into these to the stock market, if you're an investor into the crypto market, man, what these administration doing, hate them or love them, at the end of the day, they're about that dollar. So we know we can't beat them, so we gotta join them. It's really just that simple. We gotta play the game that's being dealt to us. You can sit there and get in your emotions all you want to. All you gonna do is be watching everybody else make money because at the end of the day, we live in a capitalistic society. If you ain't got no paper, you ain't got no future. That's just what it is. Now, am I saying go out here and do some illegal shit to get that money? No, I'm not saying it. But we talking about the biggest transfer of wealth in our lifetime, literally taking place in our face right now. I'm not just talking, folks. Got proof. Proof is in your face. So you either take advantage of it or get left behind. So, uh, watching the market right now to see Fed Jerome Powell just got done talking, or he probably still actually active talking right now, speaking, answering questions. And what I got out of the interview that he was talking about is waiting to see how the data is going to come out over the next couple of months in regards to tariffs. What that means is, this war that they've been calling it anyway, that Trump is waging economically, it's not over. We still could have higher inflation. We still could see higher prices as consumers. So whatever you're paying in the store now, you could possibly continue to go higher than what it is right now. So if you someone who's looking to take a extended vacation, or something that you've been trying to do that don't necessarily have to do, you might want to, and especially if your job is associated with its imports, exports, or being overseas. I just seen an article where I just showed you on Bloomberg where it was just saying GM has lost $1 billion in profit due to these tariffs, and uh, no matter what company it is, I mean, ain't no special circumstances for nobody. This tariff takes place immediately across the board. I think it's August the 1st, he was just talking about with Japan, 25% tariff tax. That's supposed to go in effect August the 1st. They don't reach a deal. So, it's like really, they own one. And like I said, we can't beat them. So you just got to kind of, in a sense, mirror them, see what they doing. And if it's working, do what they do. If it ain't working, don't do what they do. Keep it simple, but be aware of what's going on, because this is going to trickle down to us, everyday consumers, whether you like it or not. Don't give a damn about how you feel about the politics. Keep your feelings out of it. At the end of the day, it's about that paper. It's about that bottom dollar. So you want to protect yourself because you want to protect your family, I'm sure. So being aware is the first step in protecting yourself, right? Your money, your assets, and what's just going on, right? So, um, yeah, we waiting to see what Powell talking about. Let's see how the market react to it the rest of the day, rest of the evening, rest of the week, because they're going to factor in what he's saying into the market. And of course, we want to make sure we're getting the discount price at all times. I'm looking to trade options. Like I say, I've been into options about a good 6 months now consistently, and I like stock options, man. I like what the opportunity presents. It's just figuring out to make sure I select the right stock option. That's the hardest part about it. But seeing directions, reading the fundamentals, things like that, it's not that much different from currency. It is different, but the process is the same. The knowledge is just different. The lingo is just different. But they all on the same border. They all on the same baseline. Because at the end of the day, the game is to make money. So yeah, definitely beginning to stock options. If I see something I like, I take a look at it. I've been looking at Citigroup. I was scanning the charts the other night, and I just so happened to run up on it on my watch list, and I like the way Citigroup is moving. You pay attention to the landscape and what's really going on out here. Got new currencies being introduced to the market, accepted into the market, into our economy. Bitcoin, now or possibly SRP. and things along the stablecoin line. You got other currencies that's aligned with stablecoin as well. They're talking about a whole new banking system, one that's taking us digitally or more digital format. Citigroup has been one of those companies that's just since really haven't recovered ever since the housing market crash, right? Because it was they played a big factor in what was going on, and it's just been kind of just sideways for years, 15, 20 years. So now we're at a point where we could possibly start to see Citigroup or see some upside rebranding itself. And what's what's sticking out to me is, like I say, we're going into a new restructure of how monetary policy is being influenced, or how globally, right? We're going into a whole new system with currencies and how we go about the currency transaction. And what Citigroup is aligning itself now with the digital format. They wanted the early investors bank wise into what's going on. As they roll out this new system that they've been talking about, right? They've been talking about it for a few years. Everybody thought it was cap. The ISO and all of these things now is coming into fruition, especially with the adoption of cryptocurrencies. So as Citigroup rebrands itself and takes on the more of a risk, because we already know they're risk taking. So with them taking on this risk of adapting to the new currencies, the new digital aspect platform, what's going on, this could possibly put them in a situation to where they can see some crazy upside. Just start betting on themselves, right? Betting on the future. And that's what we're looking at, the future. Can't just think about what's going on right now. We do, but we also got to think about what's going to be, if and when we see the next 5 years, what it will look like, based off what's going on right now, based off what happened in the past. Um, and I like Citigroup. Looking forward as far as I like the way it look, puts you like their price action and what they doing in the background. Gets my attention as well, which reflects what we see in price action. So if we can get this play, I'm looking for this return back down here to this area around the 90, 91, $92 area, man. I'm gonna be looking for a stock option. And I'm gonna take it up to the $100 mark. I feel like we're gonna hit the $100 because like it's a whole number, it's a psychological number. So I can very well see City Gear getting into the $100 area. If you're looking for a new investment to get into, take a look at Citigroup. This is for educational purposes only, but definitely look into Citigroup. I like it as a stock, as an investor, and as a trading option. If we can get this price action run back down to this area, see how the rest of the day, the rest of the week play out. And maybe we do, maybe we don't. It might continue this run that has already been on. So, sometimes we catch the move, sometimes we don't. Patience is a virtue for sure. I also like Delta, one of my favorites. Google, well, is becoming. I like what I've been forecasting as far as Google. A little bit more expensive, but the price action on it has been wonderful. As far as I forecast Delta as well. Right now, like I say, if you're looking to get us some stocks, those three that I just named, I feel like would be a good look. Uh, you know, take a good look at it. Do your own research, like I always say. Do your own due diligence on your appetite, what you can and cannot stomach, afford, whatever the case may be. I just like the way that they look for me as a whole. Uh, and yeah, man, that's part of my spiel this morning. I don't want to talk too much. We got a lot to look forward to. Like I say, it's the best time to be excited. You get to be a part of this transfer of wealth. You have the info, right? Because you're watching the video. I'm putting you on game. Got the knowledge. So now all you got to do is apply the knowledge, man. Stay consistent. Do your own research. Pay attention to what's going on. Whether you into politics or not, it don't matter. It's gonna trickle down to you because we are consumers. You, that's just what it is, right? We pawns on the chessboard, but you can like my boy Bodie said in The Wire, right? You can be a smart pawn for sure. How to figure out how to navigate this game without getting your head chopped off. Keeping your keep your emotions out of it and evolving with the times and it is what it is. So yeah, that's my spiel, man. Y'all look into these cryptos, look into these stocks that I was just talking about, then go to these websites, like I said, CoinGecko, do your own research. You know, um, come to your own conclusion, but don't do nothing. Don't just sit on your hands and think that, ah man, it ain't for me. It is. It is. Do yourself one. Do yourself some justice. And get to this bag, man. Appreciate y'all for hopping on. Like, share, subscribe to your boy Smooth Kid. Y'all be careful out there.